Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is we're in the first week of July and I set out at the beginning of the year to do this challenge, which was to see how much free money I can accumulate. When I said free money, I meant by conducting surveys, um, scanning receipts, because I do have a few apps that I do. I don't know, I've been so fascinated in making passive income some way, or like just trading a little bit of my time for some money. It might be tedious to some people, but then I found joy in it, so I've been doing this for years. When I started out, I'm rambling a bit, but there's a backstory towards this. So when I was starting out, maybe like 8 years ago, yeah, it has to be 8 years ago because it's when I was working and I used to do this thing called Perk app. I think it's called Perk. No, app trailers or something. Ad trailers. So basically, it was you watching, like, you know, those little ads that come in the front of videos. Come in front of videos. Maybe there's one in the front of this video, and you watch it for like 10 seconds or something. That was all I had to do, and I got paid for it. And I did that across multiple phones that I had at the time. You know, you had 8 years ago. What did I have? I didn't have a BlackBerry 8 years ago. That was maybe 10 years ago I had a BlackBerry. So I've always had a Samsung phone. So it's always been on a Samsung that I've had it on, like a smartphone. So what I would do while I was at work, like even my co-workers, like I told them about it, and then they were like, so they were like skeptical. So you just watch ads and get money? Like, yeah. And then this is when farm phoning became, no, yeah, phone farming became a thing of like people had multiple phones and they were running these apps, doing these other applications. So like the app continuously runs to always generate money. Like I used to get a lot of money from it because each time that you watch an ad, you got different amounts. I think maybe you got like 50 cents or 25 cents or something. And this was paid in US. So what I used to do, as soon as I accumulate, so I maybe watch like 4 to 5 videos and I accumulate like $1. I remember that's across, I think it was across 2 or 3 phones. So I was using two of my phones, and then my mom had a spare phone, so I was using it on her phone. So I was accumulating this over multiple phones. So as soon as I got to like $1 or something, I'd cash it out and I'll put it into, send it into my PayPal. It got to the point of like I was cashing out like £60, £90, these kind of stuff on PayPal like within a month. So it was really good. I was doing this again for holiday money, but I digressed. Moving on. So then now I've been like, okay, I've been doing receipts hog. And that again is just you taking pictures of your receipts and being able to cash it in for either PayPal or Amazon vouchers or whatever vouchers you want to use. Most popular item that everybody wants or option everybody wants is either Amazon or PayPal, and I've always opted for PayPal. Unless the only thing with Receipt Hog that I had to opt for Amazon is because it registers your email address. So I was running out of email addresses. I know it sounds a bit scammy, but I was running out of email addresses, so I had to like, yeah. One of them I could use without actually sign up an email address, because the email address that you sign up is for you to be paid into PayPal. So I would just do like gain the receipts, or I was just swapping up the receipts and all these things. And I would do just like I cash out the PayPal, and then the same time I'm cashing out the PayPal, I'm cashing out the Amazon voucher. So if I'm cashing out like a £20 PayPal, I might be cashing out a £20 Amazon voucher as well. So this was the motion I was doing. So fast forward to 2021. Yeah, 2021, because that's when I went on holiday. I did two challenges. So I did a challenge of the penny saving challenge. And let me tell you, right? Again, I told my coworkers, and they laughed. And the thing is that it doesn't bother me that they laugh, because I do make decent money, but it's like stuff like that gives me excitement. It's okay, how much can I push it? Like, you know, you just go on the street and you find like a penny or something. There's even one time I was on the bus and I found a stack of copper. So I'm like, people are here like throwing away money. So I was like doing my penny challenge, and any spare change that I found around the place. I was putting it inside this jar. And as well with the penny challenge, what I was doing as well, I think is when I was going bingo or scratch cards or something, if I got a profit, I'll put it into that tin as well. And then I was noticing the pattern that I was winning. So I have 2 videos on that. So I'll link them down below so for you to go back and watch them. So then the other pattern was, I noticed that like the bingo club that I go to, they'll give me vouchers, and then they had days that you had free bingo. So obviously I wasn't paying to go bingo, because when you don't go to these places in a while to entice to come back in. Disclaimer: this is not to promote gambling. This is not to promote betting. This is not to promote nothing for you to be losing money. And also, I am not a financial advisor. These are things that I do that brings me joy and that's worked for me. So I'm not telling you to go out and do this. Do your own research. Do what you feel comfortable with. Trial and error is always the key. But yeah, moving on. So like they'll give you all these vouchers and so on to like come into the club, come and sit down, whatever. So I'll be using up the vouchers. And if I happen to win, then that's a profit session for me. I'll just put it into the tin. So then I had another tin to all the monies I was getting from bingo or scratch card or something. I was putting it inside to that. And then at the end of the year, is that not the end of the year or the beginning of the, it might have been the end of the year when I came back from holiday. I did like a scratch card session on my YouTube, and then I was like, whatever profit I made or whatever. I don't think I made a profit for that one. But then whatever money I was winning from bingo, I put it into that tin as well. And then when it came to the end of it, I was just opening it and counting how much money I actually got. And I did make a decent amount of money just for my time of going to some place I go anyways. So yeah, but in this video now, again, I've done a 6 months trial of me going to bingo and doing scratch cards and doing all these different apps as well. So the app that I've done is ShopX, and again, that is something similar to Receipt Hub, where you just take pictures of your receipts. I'm on a new one called Attapoll, and so far that has been working well for me. I'm gonna do an updated video. I'm not gonna update it, I'm gonna do a video of the progress of how much I've actually made so far. So with this one, again, I'm gonna do, because I've started it in June. And that's when I like researched and found out about it and like the options and so on. And with this one, it's a minimum cash out of £3. So I'm gonna drop my referral link down below. You can use my link to sign up. You get a starting amount of 40p, and then I get 20p. So it's a win-win situation. If you want to join it, you can use my link. If not, you can just join it on your own. It's no biggie. But yeah, I can't wait to show you guys updates of how much I've accumulated so far. So I definitely want to push it to see how much I can get within 6 months. If I feel as though I'm not gonna get to the 6 months or whatever, I'll do a 3-month update, then do another 3-month update. Because like with Attapoll, all you do, you just, well, in my case, I'm just on the toilet just watching YouTube videos or reading a message or something. At the same time I'm doing this thing, I could be filling out a 2-minute survey that's paying me like 50 something p. So it ranges to how much you can get. You can get like £1 something, £2 something. I think it might be depending on where your area that you live in as well, because it does ask you for like your postcode, and it asks you like a little bit of general questions of like your ethnicity and what's your starting salary, those kind of stuff, like basic questions that survey would ask you. So I think based on where you are, that's the kind of surveys that you get and how much the payout is. So as I say, so far I've been doing really good. I'm excited about this one, so I can't wait to do an update. So for the reason why I'm here today, 6 months ago I set out to say, oh, I'm gonna go to bingo, which I frequently visit because that's what I enjoy doing in my free time. So I was like, because when in 2021 around December, November, they had some kind of promotion thing going on that like on certain days it was free, so I would go and I was winning. So I was like, okay, you know what, since I continued doing it on certain days it was free, and plus another one that I go to, they're always sending me vouchers. So whenever they send me the voucher, I would go and play the free bingo, and if I win, it's a bonus to me. So then I set out to say in 6 months time I want to see how much I can accumulate from this, because one of the clubs that I go to, they've been having free bingo. I think this is going to be the third or the fourth month. We're now in the first week of July, so they're continuing it for July. So for 2 to 3 months, I think I definitely know for May and June it was definitely free. But I can't remember if before it was in April if it was free, or maybe they just started it or something. But they had their days when it was free, unless like it was free throughout April and I wasn't aware of it and I only just went on the day that I knew was free. So this is my jar, and as you can see, it says winning 10, and I'm supposed to open it December 2022. As I said, it's the first week of July. I want to see how much I've accumulated so far, because it's pretty weighty, so it must have a decent amount of money inside there. And there were so many things running through my head as to what am I going to do with this money. Am I going to invest in crypto? Am I going to invest in gold? Should I buy silver? Should I do forex? Should I put it into retirement? Like, what would I do with this extra money? So the thing is, the fact that it's like it's extra, or should I put it in my bank account to like let it not gain interest? Like, it's free money. I wouldn't have had it in the first place. So my mentality or my mindset is like to think, if it's free and I never had it before, don't put it in the bank. Well, to me, I would not put it in the bank. I would put it somewhere that I can generate passive income onto it. So I'm more thinking of like buying a bit of gold, or investing in stocks, something like that, because again, everybody needs more streams of income. You can't just rely on one job. I don't rely on one job. I rely on like multiple streams of income. Even though it might seem minuscule to some people, it's stuff like I don't need to touch my actual salary. The only time I touch my salary is to pay my bills out of it. Otherwise, all these other bits and pieces I do on the side does generate enough for me to like live off of. Plus, I live off of voucher and I live off of Groupon. So I do all these experiences at a cheaper rate, and because I'm not doing it by myself, it's already a discounted rate, and I'm sharing it with whoever I'm doing this voucher or Groupon deal, so it's even cheaper for me. So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna open and see how much. Sorry, we're gonna open it and see how much you've accumulated for the 6 months. So stay tuned into the next clip. This is a representation to show the months I was successful in bingo and scratch cards. Here's the cash out for ShopX app. So I put this in here by mistake, but I've taken it out. So I'm gonna put it with the others, and I'm gonna do a video to show you how much I've cashed out so far with these apps. Can't believe I've done this much in free bingo and scratch cards within 6 months. So the grand total is £810 and 40p. So until next time, guys, bye.